Hello everyone, 0635 here. Welcome to another HoHo Review 2025. Today's review is on I think this is a 2003 Gemmy Snowflake Spinning Snowman. Now the reason it's 2003 is because this is a hard head, and also the box says 2003 on it, so we can go with that. But what's interesting is, even though this is a hard head, this has a gear-driven mech. Not belt driven, gear driven. So this is really interesting. I got this one off eBay. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't really a whole lot because me and Sarah went back and forth over offers, and they finally accepted mine. That's a bit of like a pinhead snowman. And I was actually gonna originally resell this fella. The only reason he's still with me is because he was my first attempt to actually getting the stitching properly, and he is flawless in my opinion. Other than the fact his hat doesn't go all the way up, but it does on adapter, I found this one really, really flawless. And I put a lot of work in this one, and I just didn't really want to let him go unless someone offered me like a good price for him. So for now, he's gonna be with us until someone does that, which I don't think anyone's gonna do that, due to the fact he's common. This is your one song version. He's low pitch. There's that too, because I know people tend to like high or low pitch. So there's that. Had to repair everything on him as usual. I actually replaced the cord here with a new one because his snowflakes were actually detached. When I bought him, he was missing the snowflakes entirely. And when I received him and wrapped them in his terribly damaged box, thanks to the seller just wrapping the box itself and plastic wrap and nothing else, no box, no nothing, and him just in there, whatchamacallit, I didn't know that he had snowflakes until I looked on his back and I saw a little Ziploc bag, and I'm like, the heck is this? I thought it was something suspicious. No, it was his strand of snowflakes. I was happy. I was like, oh my gosh, he has his snowflakes. Okay, cool. That's lovely. Which actually initially he was going to be as parts. Was one of the earliest plans. He was going to be entirely parts to restore him. But it turns out he has snowflakes, so I was like, I can't part him out. So now another reason why I still have him, because he wasn't parts in, or he wasn't sold till I get a good offer. Anyways, takes 4 daily batteries, as we all know. He's a traditional one with a blue vest. This one he actually has stitched on, which this is one it's stitched on. I didn't do this. This was done by factory. So he looks really nice. He's kind of on the chunkier side, as he has no neck. The other ones tend to have a neck. He does not. And of course, as you guys already know it, love me or hate me for doing this, unit measurement. 1 Christmas Kinger, as seen. And if you guys don't have a Christmas Kinger for your unit measurement, or to at least know how big this fella is, I am sorry, but deal with it. And if you do not have a Snowflake Spinning Snowman to know how tall itself it is, again, I'm sorry, but deal with it. Which at this point, we're in 2025, a lot of people who grew up with this should have one by now. Heck, I wasn't even part of the bandwagon until I finally got one of these fellas. Which my other one's actually at my mom's house. So there's that. This is just the bystander for now. But yes. And let's see, what do you have? You have a chime jack, don't you? No, you do not. I think you have a press and hold. Yeah, he has a switch down here. Which, of course, he was from Kmart. $19.99. Wow, what a price. Back then when you could buy these for next to nothing, and nowadays you have to worry about bribers and people stealing them from you on eBay. It's like, it's so crazy people do that. I find that hilarious and stupid. For a lot of you guys who haven't known, this is the time of the year where these things are not safe to the public, at least on eBay, because you'll find these for cheap, and next thing you know, your order gets canceled and it gets relisted for like double or triple or quadruple the amount that you originally paid for, because people tell these people like, hey, it's worth more, or hey, I'll pay this amount if you let me have it. And it's like, that's depressing. Like, really, really depressing. And I will say this, I'm really surprised it didn't happen with this fella here. given the fact I did a trade deal with a friend on that one and didn't cancel his order, but this is a little earlier before it started happening. Yeah. Anyways, enough of that nonsense. Let's see him in action. I have to help him with his hat arm. I mean, listen to how silent his hat arm is. Not his arm, his snowflake arm is. It's not as noisy as my 2 song. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Works fantastic. Yeah, he's way too much. The point is so low pitch. And I think that's everything I got mentioned. Although I do want to show my stitching job on this fella, because again, I was way too proud of this. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Like, you can almost like barely tell that I actually even serviced this thing. Comparing his stitching to the 2 song that I'd fixed. Well, actually, can't really tell that much on the 2 song either. But, actually, maybe Frosty. Frosty might be a good example. Wow. I am trying to shoot myself down with my terrible stitching, and somehow both of these guys actually look great. I didn't even realize that I was too busy oogling over this one with how he turned out that I kind of overshadowed these 2. But, anyways, these are good fellas. But, yeah, that was the 2003 low-pitch Gemmy animated Snowflake Snowman. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you all in the next one.